Hello, 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 world. We want to welcome you back for another week, another episode of UGXK, the Underground Sports Kings. That's right, Land of Trill, where sports and culture collide. God damn it, I'm woke. Now you know how you doing, man. It's Dwayne Sutton, and y'all already know, man. I got the brethren with me, the one and only Don John himself,
Yes,
John
sir.
Island. What's happening with you, my brother?
What's going on, my man? Happy to be back once again with
Man,
the
that's what I'm.
Underground Sports Kings. Yes,
You
sir.
already look, man. We just happy to have you with us, bro. You rocking now. You one of us. So, the Kangs is in the building. Goddamn it, that's how we getting down. Look, man, we got a live jam packed show. Also, man, make sure y'all tuning in to BWNC Radio. Just download the app for real. Stop playing. You say you support your folk. Download the app. Dope music, dope podcast. It's all there for you, and it's free. Uh, we got a lot to get into, man. Y'all know how we does every week on here. We're gonna get on here, we're gonna give you the real, and we can also have fun while doing it. But before we do that, bird call, Sports Talk 101's only one of the admins of Sports Talk 101, that is. Richard Jones is in the building with us tonight, man. Say what's up to my people, man. What's up, bro?
How's everybody doing? Good to be here. Good to be in the presence of some distinguished gentlemen.
Look at him, distinguished gentleman. Why we some whole fools over here, but we gonna have a good time tonight, man. I see you already repping. See it on the chest.
Yeah,
Yeah,
win,
we gonna
lose,
get
or
into
draw.
we gonna get into all that, man. We gonna get into all that. We gonna have a good time tonight, man. Again, like I said, make sure you download that app, BWNC Radio. It's where it's at. Like I said, you say you support your people. Well, here's your chance. We got a platform for you. Have fun with it, man. Now, man, y'all ready to go get this show started, man? Get this thing going.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it, man. We got headlines, bro. I'm gonna tell you this first and foremost. We ain't gonna go too deep because the sport world continues daily. Hell, really by the minute. You never know what's going down, but for sure, you'll always know what's going down if you follow the Underground Sports Kings on Facebook and on Twitter. Shout out to our girl Amy Nicole. What's happening? My boy Ross, man, what's up? Ross Fountain. They are definitely holding it down over there on the Facebook page and for Twitter. Hey man, it is what it is. Shout out to Twitter, man. We live on Twitter, we live on Facebook, we live on YouTube. So if you're tuning in, man, or you catching up to this, man, wherever you find this at, make sure you hit the subscribe button, like, follow, all that jazz. And shit, stop being stingy, man. These folks need to get some real sports in their life. They listen to too much bullshit out there. We trying to give them that good. Anyway, man, let's do this, man. Let's have a conversation. So, have y'all heard the conversation with I think it was a young gentleman of Caucasian, we'll say, ethnicity, and Tariq Nasheed. Very unapologetically pro-black. But there was a conversation about one Coach Prime, where the young man came out and he wanted to, why does he have to promote his own his name and likeness and everything all over the place and put the shades out and everything? And Tariq responded like, hey man, this is a business. Last time I checked, the NCAA is milk black men drive everything they could possibly have with their own name, image, and likeness. He's like, so to Coach Prime, get all you can get. Okay, that's fair. But why does he have to he has to be the front face of everything and this and that? And he said, man, you know what? Tell the truth. You just don't like the way he does things. Just tell him. And the guy said, he was honest. He said, well, when we see him do it that way, it makes us feel insecure because he said, coaching's all we have left. He said, so if now y'all are good at that, then what does that leave us? So I want to just dive into that for a split second, man. Because it's very rare. I mean, we can see based on the actions of a lot of people why they really do the things they do, but it's very rare they're honest enough to be honest about this. So the whole Coach Prime situation, you see, is ruffled feathers. It's got coaches acting out of character, being petty in the media, man. What do you feel is the real effect that Prime is having on the world of college football? I'm gonna ask that first question, and we'll start with our guest, man. Rick, jump in there.
In my opinion, he's getting the recruits that Saban won't. The coach from Clemson, what is his name?
Dabo.
Dabo Sweeney, Kirby Smart. You know, a lot of those young kids coming out of high school that they already pre-invested in, that they changing their mind and want to go play for Coach Prime because he has the sauce. He always had the sauce, and that's attractive to the kids. The kids want the sauce too, and there's somebody they can look up to, somebody their same skin color and everything. So I believe that's the big reason. Of course,
So you think it's just recruiting?
We all know the obvious reason, but yeah.
You think it's recruiting that's causing the well, that's really the biggest effect he's having on college football. J.E., jump in, man. What's the effect that you really think Coach Prime is having most on college football?
Well, first of all, I would say that yes, I do feel there's a lot of hating going on. It's the fact that he's doing something. How does he? How can he? Why does he? It's like a bunch of kids kind of complaining. Why do they get the ride in the front of the seat? Why? They just started hanging out over here and this, that, and the other. Honestly, it's like if you think about it, a lot of adults don't really ever mature. They just get older. So they're kids. That just have grown up in a sense. But this is my take too, is if I'm a father and I have a young son that's playing football and I see the Coach Prime and my son is good enough to go to Colorado, I'm going to put him up there. And why? Because Deion seems to be the only coach that expresses personal and self-development in his players. Okay. I played college football, and I can tell you right now, junior college, high school, regular college at Murray State, those coaches don't really care about you that much. They care about you, what you can do on the field. They put you in classes that you can easily pass unless, you go and change them. So I think that is what people see and that they're upset, the coaches at least. They're upset with, because it's like Deion has kind of laid the blueprint out and they're like, man, like we could have done that, but we didn't. And here he is kind of taking over by doing the right thing. And everybody knows, people that do the right thing, you're going to have someone that doesn't like the right thing that tries to come and shatter them. So that's my take. And I think that's why a lot of the people are so upset with him. And he's flashy. So
that's exactly where I was going to go. I think it's again, this is the land of the Trill where sports and culture collide, and I think if you look in that median, sports and culture collided, and there are a handful of athletes who landed there.
All right, and
you can always go one Allen Iverson. But you damn sure better make sure you mention Deion Sanders. He is a trendsetter, has always been a trendsetter. Like even the nonsense that's going on between with Jason Whitlock and everything. My whole thing is whether Jason Whitlock is right or wrong. Why? What exactly is he doing to draw this attention from you? It ain't like he out here embarrassing himself or his family. It ain't like he out here losing, stinking up the joint. He's winning. He hasn't down talked anybody, even when they come after him. The little coach had to say what he had to say about the hat and glasses. I mean, yeah, they was petty and put the hat and glasses on in the interviews, but at the same time, coach showed him love in the post game convo. Like I said, man, it's he's doing things the right way, but he's still doing it his way. And the thing is, people can't tell the difference between his way and the right way. Like they think they can't merge. It's the right way to do everything as long as you're doing it your way. Does it work? What's the saying? There's more than one way to skin a cat. Okay, if we know what the ultimate goal is and it's working, why are you shitting on me? Because I'm not doing it the way you want to do it.
I don't
He's
understand the debate. Like what's the debate? What is he doing that's so different than any other college? Besides the market.
he's more relatable. He has more appeal. Do you understand? I know there's plenty of coaches out there, even though they consider him a rival, but you still know he's a legend. How many other coaches were sitting out here going, I'd love to be in the commercial making the money with Nick Saban?
Right.
Out here getting this Affleck money. I'd love to be able to do it. And he was doing that before he got to Colorado.
Right.
So I know they're not happy about any of that. At the same time, it's called evolution, baby. Nothing stays the same. Get out your feelings, kill the pride, enjoy the game. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I ain't watched Colorado football since Cordell Stewart and Rashawn Salam, and I ain't watched. I'm just gonna keep it a buck with you. You feel me? I ain't watched Colorado football, but every game I've seen this season, and truth be told, I have loved every single one of them. Entertaining. As a defensive player, though, sometimes them linebackers drive me crazy. They do. I'm just gonna keep it being with you all the way on it. But that damn Shadur Sanders, Shiloh, that receiving core is nice, and then the little kid Dylan, the little running back
number 3. Yeah.
I still say this: Robert Gillespie was ahead of his time. This is supposed to be his time. Anyway, man, we gonna push on from there, man. But I just say, man, when you look at sports, I know I played JE. You played Rick. You played sports at some point in time, and you know what I'm saying. Like, we don't really just look at color when we out here. Can you play? That's all I care about. Can you play? Stop making everything about race. He's on now. All we got left is coaching. Y'all ain't really good at that. They just put y'all in charge because they think white men are better leaders. Don't make you actually good at what you do. I mean, if I'm being honest about it. So
that's one of the things that bring races closer, in my opinion, is sports and music.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what color
everybody
you are.
Deserves a chance.
Right. If you can sing, if you can hold a tune, if you can rap, I want to rap with you, make music with you. If you're talented, no matter what color you are, so.
That's all it is to it, man. But anyway, appreciate the 2 cents on that, man, fellas. We not gonna stick long in headlines because we're gonna keep it short and sweet tonight because we still got a lot more to go, man. DT is not with us tonight, man. So I ain't gonna even lie to you. I'm not gonna talk baseball, and I'm not gonna even try to talk baseball right now, other than the fact to say that we just lost our series, a 3-game series to the Phillies, 2-1. Trash. Sick of it. Braves got to find some consistency. But that's all you're gonna get out of me for baseball. I ain't even going to. Moving on from there. You know what? I'm gonna take a pause for a second. We're gonna do something. I just want to give my boy his moment, man. JE, tell the people what the hell you just did today.
Man, so okay. I went to jiu-jitsu class and I've been a blue belt for quite some time. And tonight I finally got my purple belt. So now pretty much I'm halfway on my journey to being a master of jiu-jitsu. So all I have left after the purple belt is a brown belt, and then I'm going to the black belt. And who knows what happens after that. So I appreciate that, Dwayne, though, because I'm very excited deep down inside.
I ain't even done with you yet, man. I told you we gonna celebrate. Let's celebrate, goddamn it.
Rolex wearing, woo! Diamond ring wearing, woo! Kiss stealing, woo! Wheeling dealing, woo! Limousine ride, woo! Jet flying, woo! Son of a gun, woo! And I'm having a hard time holding these alligators down. They give me 2 claps and a Ric Flair.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah,
y'all
baby.
y'all forget who was on there. You know, I know Sergio got a lot going on right now. It's cool. we just still just, you know, we had to get that in there. You know,
Yes, sir.
Claps and the Ric Flair go along. Wait, my boy.
Yes,
Congratulations,
sir.
man. Congratulations, man.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. It was a long, hard road, straight up.
Now you're gonna need some ice when you're done with this show.
I need it right now.
But nah, man, we gonna get back to doing what we does. Look, again, I know I said Sergio got a lot going on. Again, you can find that on over on that Underground Sports Kings Twitter and Facebook pages. Just God, I hope that it's not true. That's all I can say. That's all I can say, man. Anyway, man, moving along. Normally, Kales will be here to do ball talk. I will tell you this. It's WNBA time, people. If you ain't paying attention, it's WNBA time. The playoffs are here. In the words of Jim, playoffs? Yes, playoffs are here. And I think you need to all be tuning in. Some damn good basketball going on out here. But I'm not gonna sit here and I ain't got what Mike got. That's why I give him the specialty on that right there. But we'll get into all that when Kales returns. Now, where we like to have fun is this section of the show right here. Rick, this is where we present our crowns. I'm gonna break it down to you in just a second. So, round here, when your name, your number, your team, or you as the coach, when your name come up, you are called. You show up and show out. This is our version of giving our, you know, our roses to the people. We present our crowns to those A1 performers. So, with that being said, I'm gonna let J.E. kick it off, man. Purple Belt himself.
Yes, sir. I appreciate that. Hey,
yeah, Mr. Purple.
Let it be known, okay? All right, get it right.
Around here, bitch. Like,
hey,
that's how it's going.
So,
who you got crowns for, man?
So my crown, I feel like I've been kind of going with, you know, a favorite, and like I like athletes. You know, I just kind of give a crown just because this man is very quick and athletic, etc. But this crown goes to a young, talented player who I felt stepped up in a moment where the entire world was watching. The stands were packed, not only with students, not only with stars, not only with parents and everyone. And this game went to overtime. And you had to have what I call ice cold blood in your veins in order to be so clutch. And was this man clutch? And that crown goes to Mr. Shedeur Sanders.
Yeah.
Because he showed up, okay? Because, I mean, I was watching the game. We all were watching the game. And as you mentioned, Dwayne, I actually look forward. I'm like, when is Colorado playing so that I can make sure I'm in front of the television? But you know and I know at the end of the game, all these eyes are on you. They win and they score. Now you got to come back. You got to score. Okay. And this man did not hesitate, did not
at all.
Threw the ball right in the pocket. And I mean, hey, my crown goes to him. That man is he's on his way. You going to the show. That's all I'm saying.
I've seen a little conversation, a little back and forth. It was between Prime, Shedeur, and Shiloh. And Prime and Shedeur seemed like they, you know, like, hey, it's gonna happen. Looked over at Shedeur looking like, you mean if we come back? Like, hey, I love when he said, they said, well, what were you thinking? He said, I just went Brady mode.
Straight up.
And I saw it.
No hesitation.
I saw it. I'm gonna do this. We're gonna let Rick go, Nick, man. Rick, who you got a crown for this week, bro?
Well, you know what? This is kind of not like me because you know how biased I am. And this is just it's out of left field. But I'm going to say Tua, the quarterback from the Dolphins.
I like that.
With the stuff he had to overcome with those concussions and stuff, all the slander coming out of Alabama, and just him putting in the time and the effort and the hard work to becoming a better quarterback.
Yep.
Because I know that's his livelihood, and one of the reasons why he was getting hurt is because he was holding the ball too long. And man, I seen him that New England game, and he was getting the ball out of his hands fast. You already got fast receivers, both of them 4.2, 4.3 at least.
Yep.
And man, it's just I think he deserved the crown this week. Even though I'm not
to your point.
I think he deserved it.
To your point, Tua was 249 touchdown. He did throw a pick. But over the last 2 weeks, I think Tua is actually leading the league in passing yards, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so.
He having that kind of season thus far. We'll see if that all can continue, man. But back to what you said about him holding the ball he can't now with these speed demons out here. You hold the ball too long, you're gonna miss him.
Yeah.
You got to get that thing out there because they rolling. So I'm with you on that. And matter of fact, I'm gonna even do this like this. I got a few crowns this week. I'm definitely going with you on Shador. Shador, I made a statement on Facebook. Shador definitely stepped into like third game of the season. He had his Heisman moment that night. Down 28-20, 98 yards to go, and boy didn't flinch. I got it. Take off running a couple times, pop back up, he knew exactly where to go, where to be, where to have his people at. But then to throw the game tying touchdown and still be poised up, say we got to get this too. And boom, next thing you know, we got a tie game. We going to overtime. We gonna double it. Bruh, that boy cold. But I keep reminding folks, listen to what he said after week 1. He said, this is my best game ever as a collegiate student, as a collegiate athlete. And I was in a SWAC before this. Keep telling people that wasn't a shot at the SWAC. That's basically saying, y'all ain't giving SWAC enough props. How is it he came to what is considered tougher competition and had his best game ever? He's been having his best season thus far through 3 games with against tougher competition. It can make sense. It don't, but that's cool. I'm gonna go with this other one, man. He gets a crown simply off the fact that I may have been wrong. Baker Mayfield, what the hell?
I know, right? Ain't that something? Like, my goodness.
Baker Mayfield.
It's turned it around. What is going on?
Well, let's just say this past week, man. This past week.
Maybe
I
he
want
was
to feel so weird.
Get done, please, if you don't mind.
Huh?
I want to chime in whenever you get done, if you don't mind.
Oh yeah, I got you. But Baker threw for 317 and a touchdown, man. And I seen somewhere where who was it? I think it might have been in the sports talk group. Dude said I was actually worried coming into this season about Mike Evans' 1,000-yard season streak. Baker's on point. Like it might still happen. Baker said, bro, I'm not worried about none of y'all. I'm good. And I think because people say is when adversity, comes up, that's when he's at his best. I think he's at his best when nobody's really expecting anything from him.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily know if it's adversity, if it just feels like people have just kind of given up on you. And I know that's where it's at for Baker. So now that people ain't really expecting nothing, he looking nice. I give him his props. Sir, you definitely earn a crown. But my last one. Bird gang, DeAndre Swift. Hey, that boy look good. Rick, how you didn't even get that one?
I had him sitting on the bench in my fantasy league.
Oh,
it would have been biased of me to do that, man. And I'm not trying.
Hey man, look here. Let me tell you who we are. We keep it real, okay? We gonna tell it like it is, and if it just so happens to be your team, goddamn it, then you stretch your shit. But we ain't gonna really just say don't mention your team because you don't want to look biased. If your team did the damn thing, tell the world. Shit, be prime, talk your shit. 28 carries, $175 in the tub. Hey man, that boy, and he ain't look tired.
No, he didn't.
He ain't look tired. But anyway, jump in here, man. You said you had something you want to chime in on.
Another one we could have added was Bijan Robinson to the rookie because he's been.
That's my rookie of the year. That's my rookie of the year.
Back to Baker Mayfield, and I give him a hard time. I do. I give him a hard time. I give a lot of quarterbacks a hard time.
Mm-hmm.
He has been playing good,
right?
He has been. Now, I don't know if it's going to change when he play a really stout defense, but I'm gonna say I'm talking for the now. We going to week three. Week 3, he has been playing well.
We said on here. We said here, look, and when we was going by the divisions, and we was really trying to figure out who the best quarterback in the NFC South was. And I ain't gonna lie, I clearly blew past Baker. Yeah. I didn't really consider Bryce Young because he's a rookie. I think everybody has you're gonna have some good moments, but you're gonna hit that rookie wall at some point in time. I was like, is it Derek Carr by default?
Well, can I chime in?
I know the Saints fan was coming.
Okay. So the Saints fan's coming, but let me tell you where the Saints fan was wrong, okay? Because Carr looks like the Carr from the Raiders, okay? He doesn't look like the new Carr that I thought was going to show up and run the Saints offense. So let's just face it. It's not the same offense when Sean was there, period. It's just not.
That's it.
And I see the same Derek Carr. Like, it doesn't matter if he's throwing to, somebody in the Raiders. I just feel like we've seen his best years. And I'm gonna go back on what I said about Baker is like, him kind of turning it up. He looks way better than Derek Carr. He looks way better than Bryce Young. Maybe him and the guy from Atlanta may be kind of tired right now because he's winning. But, I don't know. Maybe it was the change of scenery for Baker. If you think about it, when he went up to Cleveland, he was all on TikTok. He was dancing. He was showing out, doing things, this, that, and the other. And now he's in Tampa and nobody cares about him. And I guess he's kind of, had to put his head down and get back on the grind and get his luster back. So whatever it is, it's working. I don't know if he was cold in Cleveland, like I said. Maybe he's down in Tampa and everything's warm and good and he likes it. So, I don't know. But whatever it is, it's definitely working because I ain't gonna lie, man. I think they're gonna beat the Saints whatever they play them. So
I'm not gonna be so quick. I'm gonna say this and we're gonna push on because we got some flags though too. I'm not gonna be so quick to ride Derek Carr right now and say he's the old Derek Carr. Here's why. Derek Carr probably would be fine if you had Sean Payton or if you had a prolific offensive coordinator behind a Dennis Allen. He doesn't have an offensive-minded head coach, and he still has the same old Pete Carmichael. That's been there for the past 15 years, who's had to work with Drew Brees. And now you think this guy's going to be? He needs somebody with a great offensive mind. I'm talking about he probably would look good with Andy Reid. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Somebody like that. But he ain't got that in New Orleans. Right. Like where New Orleans is now, you need to already have explosive offensive mentality as a QB, and that just is not who he is. He need that battery in his back. Ain't happening. So to the Saints, either make a trade deal or he moves to a different team with a better offensive coaching staff. Derek Carr will just be mid at best. Now, We've given out our crowns. It's time to throw some flags, man. Flag on the play. Fellas, may I think we all, but I think we all had this one. What's the kid out of Colorado State? I ain't even took the time to learn his name. I just know he was number 11, and he made a stupid hit on Travis Hunter, which it couldn't have come at a worse time, not just for that game, but the future games coming down the pipe, because he's going to miss Oregon, and I think they got USC after that. So he's going to miss 2 of their prime games. We could really show what he's made of, because truth be told, Shador's the best offensive player that they have. Travis might be just their best all-around player, period. He's their biggest weapon. But this kid, though, that only got, unsportsmanlike conduct penalty and was, moved on. I don't know how in the world those refs. Matter of fact, them refs, y'all can come over here. Flag on the mother. Hold on. He had to throw another one. But anyway, how in the world the ball comes, he goes around his own man and hits Travis. And they didn't think that was targeted. They didn't think that was worthy of being kicked out. But he's also the same kid who got beat for the final touchdown of the game.
Karma.
His name is Henry Blackburn, by the way.
Blackburn, Black Side, Black. I don't give a damn. Black and Mild. Look, ain't no way in hell you thought that was a good idea. But see, players like that are usually coached like that. So I don't care what they trying to be nice to the coach now and trying to be, Deion them having some support. I do it. That coach ain't shit.
Get to the root.
What's his name? Jay Norville?
I don't know, but
he ain't shit.
This guy, I don't know what he told him in the room, but you could tell. I mean, he wanted it bad. Oh, he wanted it bad. And sometimes when you want it so bad, you'll play a little dirty. You'll tell him, do whatever it takes, this, that, and the other. I don't think that this kid really was just, had it on his mind. I'm going to go out here and hurt Travis, this, that, and the other. I think it was put on his mind. Okay? Point blank.
Because there was no remorse. There was no, dang, I can't believe I did that. None of that.
Yeah.
He walked, he knew what he did. And
Right.
like I said, they showing mercy and everything. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't deserve death threats. It is still football.
Right.
I understand a lacerated liver, sounds terrible. It will heal, doesn't require surgery, just needs some time to rest. But at the same time, these folks act like he didn't need to. Some people are saying he didn't deserve to be kicked out the game. You know what I say?
What? A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit?
That's how I feel about that. Ain't no way in the world you can convince me that boy shouldn't be kicked out that game. He deserved to be kicked out and all. And the fact that he got beat for that final touchdown, you right, Rick. That is absolute karma right there, my boy. What you put in is what you get out. Sit your head down.
And if that coach was a real coach, he would have snatched that kid up and took him out the game himself.
He didn't say nothing to him, did he?
Anything.
Didn't.
Because he was fine with it.
Yeah.
All right, man. Who else got a flag, bro?
Oh, I got one. So my flag, actually, I'm gonna have to throw my flag in the cage. And the reason I want to throw it in the cage is because there have been multiple fights here that have taken place, and we have an early stoppage. The last thing that you want as a fighter is an early stoppage. We all want to go out on our shield. Let me be drunk, leaning all over him, about to just kick me clean in the face. Let my nose get taken clean off. Understand that referees have to protect fighters, this, that, and the other. But my flag goes to Chris. I'm probably going to butcher his name. Tognani. I don't know. But anyway, The Charez versus De Silva fight. Charez had De Silva in a guillotine, and the referee was looking to see if he was still there and in the fight. And the guy started to kind of calm down, because that's the best thing to do to get out of a choke. Got to kind of calm down, see what's going on, remove the hands, and then, you know, you get out potentially. But as soon as this guy started to get calm, the ref immediately stopped the fight. All the hard work for the last 8 to 10 weeks gone out the window. It's now a no contest. And these fighters, who knows if they're going to get paid their original purse, but it's just everything's just destroyed. So this has happened multiple times. So I'm throwing my flag on Mr. Chris Tagnani for stopping the fight too.
Man, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. That's demoralizing to a fighter, to the fans who paid the money to come and watch the fights, to the sport as a whole, man. It's like everybody and their mama got cheated at that point, because you got to come.
And this one was bad. I mean, as soon as he stopped the fight, the guy immediately looked up at him and went, "What?" I mean, he didn't pause for a second, like, hold on, let me catch my breath. I was almost out. Like, as soon as he stopped the fight, the guy was looking around like, what's going on? You know, so very bad call. Very, very bad call.
Hey, man, I ain't gonna even lie to you. If I had seen, I would have been hot. I hate that. You'll hate it, man. Rick, who you got a flag for, bro?
Man, our defensive coordinator.
Oh, shit.
Coach for Arizona Cardinals now. Okay. So not only did you play a big part in us losing the Super Bowl, but you let Daniel Jones come back and beat you Sunday when you had a 20-point lead. And I hate to keep harping on that Super Bowl, and I'm not going to bring it up again.
Hey,
you
man,
know, it still hurt. It was on my birthday, too.
I'm going to tell you who you sound like. I'm going to tell you who you sound like, bro. I told you I was going to wait for a show with this. But this is what you sounding like.
We were just chopping some burgers at halftime saying this game feels like it should be 28-3 in favor of Minnesota. Why is it still 10-10?
Turnover.
Did you see Matt Ryan face?
Boy, if we went on TV.
Look, wait till the camera stop. Wait till the camera stop.
What was he made that 28-3 comment?
Yeah. That's how you. I ain't gonna mention that Super Bowl no more, but he finna do it again.
My flag go too, and I believe they 0-2.
Oh,
you know, so
man.
do come back around.
Yeah. I mean, it's still Arizona too, but
yeah.
Hey, man.
Oh, boy.
Man, a Super Bowl loss, it take a long time to get over. It's gonna take me a little while, you know.
Bruh, I know. Why do you think Matt Ryan just made that face? Matt Ryan, like I wouldn't play for the Colts. I'm here in the booth with you now. You still gonna do this to me?
Right.
You gonna do this to me?
And that was his opportunity to get a ring, you know, and those opportunities don't come around often.
Ain't but one man here. Y'all lucky DT ain't here tonight. Boy, it's one. That boy can't stand Kyle Shanahan. Ain't nothing worse than a man who think he really smart and he knows he feel like he the smartest person in the room. Only to realize you competing against yourself, my boy. It's a whole different game going on over here. Oh,
like
man.
Chip Kelly almost, huh?
Boy, you opening your own wounds tonight, man. You all right?
I'm done. That's the last one. That's the last one. I'm done.
Hey, he taking the gun and shooting himself in the foot with.
Well, I got a whole laundry list, but not. I'm gonna say that word for another night, though.
So Rick was watching that Super Bowl.
What the fuck, y'all? God damn! God damn! God damn!
What?
Fuck! Fuck! Fuck!
Hey, man. We need to get you to some counseling, bro. It's gonna be okay, bro. You too can heal.
Man, how do you lead the league in sacks the whole season and don't get one in the Super Bowl?
I'm gonna tell you. Maybe he
I mean,
did.
I
Maybe
can
he
call
did what
play.
Big Doug did to us, bro. Right? People don't understand, bro. My sophomore year, when we went to state. We changed the whole defense up the week before the game.
It didn't work
At all. If you know anything about Hattiesburg High football, 44 base, 44 base. Yeah. That's who we are at the root of what we do. We got on state, we was hollering 52, and everybody was looking like, what? We've been practicing all week. Y'all know what 52 is. Trash. Them boys threw the ball 3 times.
Yeah.
It was bad, bro.
Yeah.
Bless your heart, man. Bless your heart. It's gonna be okay, man. We're gonna check you in the Eagles therapy counseling, man. We're gonna get you right, bro.
Bro, y'all just keep me in y'all prayers, man. That's just keep me in your prayer.
Hey,
Y'all
man.
win. Y'all win. That's all that matters.
That's all that matters right now. But see, they get regular season wins, bro.
Yeah.
They need to get
Just
the ones
watch
that
after
matter.
that 6th game. I'm telling you, that's when the tide turns.
Yeah.
After the 6th game.
Speaking of tide,
that's all I'm saying.
Speaking of tide, I think we need to go here and we need to go ahead and get into these. Is it time for the polls yet? Make sure we got everything covered. Yeah, okay. Nah, I ain't gonna even do that shit. J.E., did you have some for us this weekend, man? Did you catch any fights this weekend you want to get into?
I did.
Or anything coming up?
I did.
Well,
so
let me give him the flow. Let me give him the flow, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's do it.
Time to get in the corner.
All right, baby. So the second edition of In the Corner with J.E., yours truly, the Don John Island. So last weekend we had an action-packed fight card, but our main event was Valentina Shevchenko versus Alexa Grasso. Okay, and I'm just gonna tell you, these two women fight like men. Okay, and I don't think they would take it as an insult. And they only weigh 125 pounds. But I guarantee you, anybody that goes back and watches this fight will say the same thing. These women fight like men, point blank. It was like a Hagler Hearns or something going on in there. And it was for a title fight. In my opinion, there was no winner. Like, it was a split draw. That's what the decision was. But I do not feel as if Shevchenko did enough to take the title. So that was that. Moving on, I will say that the co-main event was very, very disappointing. Okay, we had Kevin Holland, the shit-talking, long-range 2-3 thrower from the depths of hell versus Mr. Jack Madeladina. I know I just messed his name up. But either way, this man can fight, okay? And he brought the fight to Kevin Holland. In my opinion, it looked like Kevin Holland was in there sparring. He didn't really want to win the fight. And to me personally, that was very disappointing. And Kevin, you do just a little bit too much talking in order to go out and give that type of performance, because I know you could do better. Now, I don't know if the weight cut affected you or what happened, but I do know that you did not perform to the best of your ability. So we will see what happens on the next go round. And like I told you guys last week, the UFC is nonstop. Ever since COVID, it seems that Dana White has just been able to sign whoever he wants, buy whatever league he wants. He's already bought Strikeforce. He's already bought the WFC. He's taken Bellator out of the mix. So now you really only have the PFL. So any fighters that really want any type of TV time have to fight on the UFC. So I guess we will see fights pretty much every weekend. So this weekend, we have the hard-hitting Rafael Fiziev. And Fiziev faces Matisu Gamro. Now, I'm tearing these names up, but all of them come from overseas and this and that and the other, but I can guarantee you this. This is going to be a banger. It's going to be a barn burner. You might want to tune in. And I think it's going to be free. It's just going to be a fight night on ESPN Plus. And on the co-main event, we have the hard-hitting boy from down southern, Bryce Mitchell, versus the hard-hitting Dan Eady. And best believe this one going to be a barn burner too. And I want to give a quick shout out to one of Louisiana's finest. Mr. AJ Fletcher has now made it to the main event card and will be fighting Mr. Brian Battle. So good luck to Mr. AJ. We wish you the best. And I can't wait until the UFC fights come about this weekend. And that's it for JE in the corner.
Appreciate that, man. Look here, man. Y'all say y'all want that boxing. Y'all say y'all want that MMA. Y'all say y'all want that UFC. We got it. Come get it. JE is in the corner with that talk, man. Y'all come check us out here every week on Underground Sports Kings. Also, real quick, before we really get into this point of the show, we're going to take a small break. Get ourselves together because football's coming up next. But please download that BWNC radio app. Here, let me help you out. We are back here on the Underground Sports Show, also on BWNC Radio. This is UGSK Land of the Trill, where sports and culture collide. It's Woe, JE, and we got our man Rick here from Sports Talk 101 holding it down. Hey, man, you need to tell your people what's going on, bro. Because we ain't got to just sit behind no keyboard and tap and talk and tweet and everything. Hey, man, slide through, bro. We got some action going on right here, folks. Now, let's do it, man. Let's do it, man. Before we get into all the picks and everything, I think we need to go ahead and backtrack to last week, man. Had some shakeups going on in the top 25, so we're going to get a quick rundown real quick. Top 25, here we go. Previously unranked, Florida Gators have slid in, number 25. 24, the Iowa Hawkeyes, up 1 spot. Down 12 spots, Tennessee Volunteers at the number 23. 22, UCLA Bruins, up 2 spots. Up 2 more spots as well. Washington State, Wazoo sitting up at number 21. 20, the U. Miami Hurricanes, up 2 spots. Dion and the Buffaloes. Colorado has fallen 1 spot to number 19. 18 is Duke. 17, North Carolina. And goddamn it, even in football, they can't separate. 16, Boomer Sooner, Oklahoma. 15, Ole Miss is up 2 spots. 14, Oregon State up 2 spots. And number 13, down 3 spots, Alabama. Number 12, LSU moved up 2 spots. And then Utah sits at number 11. Top 10. Let's go. Oregon up 3 spots. Notre Dame stood still. Washington stood still. 7, Penn State. 6, the Ohio State University. Here we go. Top 5. USC holding it down 1 spot. Florida State Seminoles. I don't appreciate that, but I understand because we almost blew that. Could have called a flag on the play on that game, but I showed a little mercy this week. Number 3, Texas Longhorns. Number 2, Go Blue, Michigan, and then number 1, Georgia. Them dogs. Any problems with those rankings, fellas? Anything stood out?
I always think Michigan and Notre Dame is especially Notre Dame. I know that's my guy favorite team, but
TK, shout out TK.
Yeah, shout out to him. I'm probably get some backlash behind this. I know I am. It's like Notre Dame skate all season, but as soon as they make it to that BCS bowl game, they end up getting stepped on, and it's been happening like that. I think the past couple of years, they done made it. So, but I understand they making more money being independent. I get it. But yeah, with them, Michigan and Ohio State. And I'm a Nebraska fan, so I'm in the Big Ten now. I missed the glory days of the Big 12. I don't like Oklahoma either, but overall, I don't have a issue with it. The ranking.
I ain't gonna lie to you. You're not gonna sit here and tell me you independent. You can make your own schedule, but you put Tennessee State on your schedule. What the hell, man? What the hell? I seen Notre Dame versus Tennessee State. What the shit? Flag on that play right there. Anyway, man, Jay, you see any shakeups, man? Anything stood out for you on those rankings?
I mean, I kind of agree with Rick. It's kind of like, I mean, do those guys really play anybody? I mean, whatever. We'll get into a whole debate about that. I'm not surprised seeing Deion, fall one spot. They could have fallen a little further, honestly, in my opinion, because they barely got out of there, to an unranked Colorado State. But
hey, if I'm gonna be honest with you, and I said this is the other part of what I said on my Facebook post. Had those kids actually played disciplined football and not let their emotions take over the game, Colorado State probably would have beat Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
They were actually the better team up until that fourth quarter, that final drive, really.
Right.
They were more physical. They were just more sound. They made bigger plays when it mattered the most. Shedeur was not having that great of a game. Offensively, Colorado couldn't find their rhythm. And like I said, man, it just seemed like everything about Colorado State's game was to play disruptive football. There's a very thin line between disciplined, disruptive football and dysfunction. And those kids teetered and ended up tilting over into absolute dysfunction. What's the kid? What's the name? Kamara, the kid number 8, the defensive end they had. That boy was tormenting Shedeur all night.
Ball.
And then he ended up getting that penalty for that target. Well, yeah, it was targeting. He got him kicked.
Targeted. That was targeted big time.
Yeah, because he popped him and then he drove him into the ground. Said,
yeah.
You seen the back of Shedeur head go pop.
Yeah. That was a straight Coach Ector form right there.
So Jackson said he would have said that was a good hit.
That was how he taught. That was how he taught y'all to hit people straight up.
Exactly. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, that's what's supposed to happen, but not in 2023 ball. I get it. I get it. But yet and still, again, man, it was like that kid had an awesome game, but you can't. Those moments will cost you because they didn't toe that line properly. It is what it is. So yeah, I feel you. I mean, Deion them, they still in the top 20. But I can understand slipping. I thought they was actually gonna try to slide a little bit more, but I could understand slipping. But that damn Shedeur. Anyway, man, pushing on. Now we got to get into let's do it, man. Let's do it. Let's get these picks in, man.
Oh, by the way, Dwayne, I want to shout you out for that Kansas State, Missouri. Because you called it on the upsets. And I was like, straight up, when it happened, like Dwayne called it.
I ain't gonna lie, we were hanging on. I was sitting over here nervous, boy. I was supposed to be prepping for my daughter's birthday and everything. I'm like, oh Lord, this might happen. Baby, hold on, everybody keep it down. This might happen.
Yeah, big shout out.
Yeah. Appreciate. Let's see here, man. So we're gonna go ahead and get these predictions in, man. I need Rick, get yourself together, man. because this is where we're going with it. I need a game of the week from you. Who we got this week? That's the game that's going to stand out amongst all other games.
Well, I think it's going to be the Oregon and Colorado game simply because just the spotlight, how Dion has the spotlight right now, and it seems like everybody's waiting on him to lose. But that's what they want him to lose anyway, it seems like. And it's going to be a test for both teams, I believe, Oregon and Colorado.
Oh,
It's going to be a test for that Oregon defense, which I don't think is – Oregon never had a real good defense. Facing a top, I believe, a top 5 quarterback in a future NFL draft in Shedeur Sanders. I'll take him over Caleb Williams from USC.
Oh, really?
My opinion. That's my opinion.
I'm not hearing that enough. I'm not hearing that enough, but I'm here for that. I'm here for that, though, bro. I liked it.
But that 198-yard drive, that's kind of, plays that you submit your name in conversations for as a Heisman draft stock, all that. So I really want to see how he plays in a hostile environment because you already know they're going to be picking with him, calling names, throwing stuff at him, how they do. So I think that's going to be the game of the week.
And that boy got ice in his veins, man. He don't get rattled by that. JE, man, what's your game of the week, bro?
Well, I definitely think, and I agree with Rick, but if I have to pick another one, I'm gonna go with the Ohio State versus Notre Dame, just because I feel like we have two powerhouses full of tradition. Pretty sure that's gonna be on NBC or something like that, prime time.
Oh yeah, NBC 7:30. One down.
Ohio State producing all these awesome receivers and always showing up, and Notre Dame starting to do their thing. So I think that's gonna be a good game of the week right there.
I'm gonna be real with you. Quite a few games this week. And I honestly was ready to go hit that Ohio State Notre Dame game. But good eyes. I can say for me, it's personal. Florida State Clemson. In Clemson, South Carolina. It's always gonna be personal. I just love to play. I want to beat Dabo. I can't stand Dabo. Even over Clemson. Just beat Dabo. I just want to see him look sick. That's what I need. I want to see nauseous Dabo. I do like that Colorado, Oregon. You can go here. Yeah, let's do this. Matter of fact, you know what? I'm going to make it fun. 7 o'clock, ESPN, Tiger Stadium. LSU, Arkansas is going down. Now, I know people like LSU, Arkansas. If you know the history, LSU, Arkansas is going down. Why does that matter? Well, pay attention. Go back. And some of LSU's most epic seasons usually come up with that one loss. The goddamn Arkansas. Now, here's the thing. 7 o'clock, Death Valley in Baton Rouge. Come on. Usually, most people don't stand a chance. Arkansas has a little bit of an immunity in their system with that. But it's going to be a game. Please don't let the rankings fool you. It's going to be a game. It's still LSU, Arkansas. Now, I need upsets, gentlemen. JE, jump in first. Let's go. Who's your upset this week?
Hey, bro, I'm after these guys right here. My upset, I didn't think they was going to make it out the swamp. And guess what? I don't think they're going to make it out the pastures. Oh, Alabama goes ahead. Ole Miss. Okay. Saving, people coming for you this year. I don't think you got the team you think you got. I think Ole Miss is going to come put it on y'all. And
you think they going in the Tuscaloosa, they're going to beat Alabama?
Hey, man, I'm just saying. For some reason, I got a funny feeling it's not Saban's time anymore. Like, I feel like they struggle with South Florida just too much.
They don't have a quarterback.
I said that.
They
Say
don't have
what?
a quarterback, bro.
Well, if you look at it, Milroe didn't play at all. And if you ask me, Milroe is their best chance. And I'll tell you this: if he don't play Milroe against Ole
they
Miss,
having a quarterback competition this week.
they are having quarterback competitions. I think Saban knows, and he's like, look, let me put Milroe in because that's his best chance. Like I said, Milroe is more athletic. He can throw. He can run. He can create plays. The other guy on it, what was the guy that started? He can't transfer from like Notre Dame or something like that. Anyway, horrible game. And the other guy, I mean, he looked okay, but it was like, I feel as if the guy from Notre Dame is like completely out of the mix now. Like it's between the number 15 that came in and backed him up and Milroe. But I ultimately think that Milroe is going to be the starter. Now, if Milroe plays, then okay, Ole Miss maybe not. But if he plays around, okay, which I think he knew he could try to with South Florida. But if he does that mess with Ole Miss,
I ain't gonna lie to you. Ole Miss is they lost some firepower, but they still got they still got a little punch left in them, man. So
they got a little bit.
You're not wrong to call that one. I just 3:30 in Tuscaloosa.
It's an upset.
We'll see. Rick, who you got for an upset this week, man?
Are y'all favored against Clemson?
Only by 2.5.
I don't know if that's necessarily a upset, but I got y'all winning that game.
It's number 4 versus an unranked Clemson Tiger team. That definitely would be an upset.
Yes.
But just the history of it, and if it was time for y'all to lose, that would be the game because it's always a slugfest. Clemson and Florida State.
So wait. You gonna come on my show and you gonna pick my team to be upset this week. That's how you do me? Huh? That's what we doing?
Just by a field goal, though, man. A field goal. Y'all ain't gonna get blown out.
That was gonna make me feel better. Just by a field goal.
I have to disagree. I'm sorry. I think Florida State's gonna blow them out like point blank. I don't think they got a chance.
Hey, bro. We're gonna drop a hot verse on them, if you know what I'm saying.
I do.
We're gonna drop a hot verse on them. It's going down. But I hear you though. I'm gonna keep that one in my head. I'm gonna keep that one because I'm gonna tell you right now. If you're right about that, this clip will be played. I'm gonna get it, which I'm gonna probably throw up first, but then let's see here. I need an upset. I'm going to say, could I be a prisoner of the moment?
You can.
I could, huh? I could. I will. Number 19, Colorado is going to beat 10 Oregon. Oregon is favored by 3 touchdowns, by the way, people. 21-point favor. I'm going to give you 2 words why Oregon is going to lose. If Kels would hear, he would feel me. Former Auburn quarterback turned Oregon quarterback, Bo Nix. Bo Nix. Still Bo Nix. Bo Nix is still Bo Nix. The end.
Colorado has the better quarterback.
Colorado definitely has the better quarterback. Now, if Shiloh can get his ball hawking skills together, he'll have a field day because Bo Nix is still Bo Nix. He's going to throw you some.
Yeah.
Stay ready. Stay ready.
Can that be another conversation one day about Travis Hunter? You think he on the field too much? Offense and defense? Do you think
Man, you know what? Before we get, because we finna get ready to get out of college football anyway. Let's do it then. Action. That's what you feeling? Do you?
I think he's on the field too much. Not that he's a bad player, because he's a great player. You know, you can almost go back to the days of Charles Woodson, you know, kind of impact that guy makes, because, you know, he was feared. He's almost feared like Charles Woodson was. And Charles Woodson was feared lining up in the slot, you know, at wide receiver, you know. And Woodson also did it on special teams as well.
He did.
I
How
don't
that
think
work out for him?
he won him the Heisman.
It did. And I don't think was his career. He ain't played for like 6 years in the NFL, right?
He probably played like 10, maybe.
I think he went longer than 10. If I'm not mistaken, Woody had a very lengthy career. I don't think time on the field really matters, especially if your position is DB, because you're not hitting every play. And as a DB, you have to be one of the most well-conditioned athletes on that field.
Right. But just
So
like
I'm going to say, because he's the premier corner, you're not going to get picked on a lot either. They ain't stupid. Some people have been stupid, and they thought they caught him slipping, and he showed them, you can't throw my direction like that. Stop playing with me. I'm him. And when you have DBs who don't get a lot of a work, they get antsy. They want to go get the ball. Why not send them to go get the ball? Let him play offense. If he can actually catch. Now, that's usually what they say the difference is between a receiver and a DB. One can catch and the other. But this kid has hands and has the speed. And like, if you just look, he's a natural ball hawk. Mm-hmm. On any side of the ball, he's going to be the one who reaches the ball at the highest point. And I watched that first game when 129 snaps or something like that?
Yeah.
But he wasn't tired.
He wasn't.
So but, you know, I would say this is the best time to do it. Like, I wouldn't say do it your entire career. But this year, have fun.
Yeah. And the only reason I say that, man, is because you have teams undisciplined, not real good coaching, that'll target him on the offensive side of the ball when he lined up. Because I want to see him against Oregon and USC taking out their best receiver. That's what I want to see.
USC got some receivers too. I'm gonna tell you that.
They're right, son. They got a freshman.
They do.
Yeah.
I wanted to, but see, here's the thing. Had it not been for, it wasn't that it was a freak accident or like he was, just got injured in the bang bang. It was a stupid, like you said, an undisciplined player. And that could happen even if he wasn't playing on both sides of the ball.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It could have been a crackback or something like,
Yeah.
But it's in the nature of the game. Like, I had a conversation about that this weekend at my house, talking with some other young ladies. And I had to tell them, I said, it's still a barbaric sport. You have to understand the nature of the game. There is no nice way of doing anything out there. You have to be disciplined and know it's a really thin line, and I know that line. I can't cross it. But I gotta do my best to get as close to that line as possible.
Man, there's been some hard hits in the NFL these first couple of weeks too. It's like, people have kind of figured out, okay, well, if you can't let us just completely tee off on somebody, then we're going to, find a way to hit them in the midsection low as hard as possible.
Nick Chubb. When I saw that man go down, and that's the same leg I think they said he injured in 20. I didn't know you could do all that. That man blew his ACL, MCL, PCL, cracked something. I mean, like, anything you could do in your knee, he did it.
Yeah.
And that was 8 years ago, and it happened. And I don't know. So when he got hurt again, I'm like, whoo.
The still shot of the injury is gruesome. It's like it almost is like only a surgically repaired knee can do that because it'll look like a break. I mean, the foot was the wrong way, and he was over here, and the leg was there. So anyway,
Yeah, that's what I said, because he's done all of that to that knee. Like that leg ain't had nowhere to go but out.
out.
Ugh.
That's really
Jesus.
sad too. You see a grown man cry like that, or get
And if you see him, that's a
mental.
big boy.
It's a big boy.
Yeah.
And I mean, we know he worked hard because of the season he was having. The season he had last year. I mean, that guy's a workhorse. I mean, a force to be reckoned with. And
Well,
nobody,
he has workhorse potential. The one thing that the Browns have pissed me off with, you look up at Nick Chubb, they'll have a game where they lose by like 3 points or something. Nick Chubb, 16 carries. What the hell? You don't feed this big monster?
for real.
He's splitting time. For what?
For what?
This boy at 23, 24, 25 years old, he not getting less than 28 carries a game. Here, eat. Run.
Right.
Will you teach me to football? Like, that's how he looks.
They can't stop him or couldn't stop him.
And the only person who can stop Nick Chubb is the coach. That's how I feel about this. All right, man. We got to push on into this NFL, bro. Last week, we're going to recap for just a sec. The Vikings fell to the Eagles 34-28. Kirk Cousins gave it a shot, 364 and 4 tubs. That damn DeAndre Swift. What more can I say? Falcons beat the Packers 25-24. I think I called it. I think I called it.
Yeah, I think you did,
Yeah. Buffalo over the Raiders 38-10. Baltimore 27-24 over the Bengals. The Bengals have started the season off 0-2, fellas.
Yeesh.
What's going on? Joe Burrow is not ready, is he?
I think you were right when you said that he was still hurt, like he definitely doesn't look like the same quarterback at all.
That was I know folks like he got paid. That don't mean that he's healthy. This is not MVP caliber Joe Burrow we used to seeing. But Baltimore is 2-0. Congrats to them. Seattle got their win, beating the Lions 37-31 in overtime. I did miss that one. I thought Detroit was going to hand them that one, especially at home. The Chargers take a fall to the Titans 27-24. The Bears fall to Baker and the Bucks 27-17. The Chiefs outlast, and I'm saying that correctly, outlast the Jags 17-9. Indy beats Houston 31-20. Anthony Richardson scored twice, but he also had a concussion, so Gardner Minshew is going to be starting this week. I don't know how to feel about that. You probably like Minshew, huh?
He shows up.
I like Richardson, man. That boy, he works for us, man. Niners over the Rams 30-23. Rams actually have made some. They say, you know what? Done with this shit. Cam, they sent Cam Akers over to Minnesota tonight. So Kyron Williams is the man out there in LA. How y'all feel about that?
I would have. I mean, look, I mean, Cam Akers. I mean, if all the talent, but he can't stay healthy. Like, I mean, the same issues last year. It's like I don't know. I mean, they're around the player more. They know more, but as far as productivity, it's like, man, you give us a glimpse and then you go away.
Right.
It's like what's so good? What's good? We can't have it all the time. Like I don't even want it. Just go away. Leave me alone.
I think Sean McVay is very intelligent, but I think having Sean McVay as a head coach has got to be frustrating because he sees things differently on how the game should be played offensively. And if you're a player who's based on rhythm and you need more touches, but he's like, nah, we're going to work this way, that way, come over here, do this one, where do I fit in it? He's always trying to be 5-10 steps ahead, not just one step ahead. And I think as a player, it probably could be very frustrating because you don't really know where you fit in. You just got to patiently wait to get your number called. And I think as a running back in that system, even though they need a running game, as a running back in that system, haven't seen a whole lot of success in that system.
Right.
I haven't. But that's just, that's my opinion on that. That's my 2 cents.
Do you feel as if Akers will be the next Cook for Minnesota?
I think because Minnesota likes to run the ball. See, Kirk Cousins need that play action. I think if they can find a way to consistently use him, yeah, he'll be just fine. I do. I think he'll be just fine. But that line, that line ain't been that much better in LA either. Not since that Super Bowl win ahead. So anyway, pushing on, man. Yeah. Giants 31-28 over the Cards. And what you said, man, ain't no way they were supposed to blow that. The boys scored 31 points in the second half of the game.
We all picked Arizona too to win.
Did I pick Arizona?
I'm pretty sure. I know
I ain't
I
gonna lie
did.
to you. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't never pick. Cause I think Arizona just suck all the way around. But anyway, Cowboys over the Jets 30-10. Boy, they show. I know that I hate to see the potential of the Jets team now. They don't have no doggone quarterback. It's trash, boy. Washington over Denver 35-34. Russ finally got active. Defense didn't show up. But before we go past that, anybody got anything they want to say to Eric Bieniemy?
Kansas City need him. Kansas City need him. I mean, you could say, Patrick Mahomes is great. He is a great quarterback. They look a little different without Bieniemy as their offensive coordinator.
They look, well, I'll also say this, they haven't had Kelsey. Pacheco hasn't been going, but I think the running game becomes a higher priority defensively because he already don't have Kelsey. They still never really recovered from losing Tyreek Hill. You lost Juju in the offseason. So let's just make sure Pacheco doesn't get going. And I'm feeling the effects of that because I got him in my fantasy team. Jesus, help me. I'm getting my ass whooped. I lost about 40 points last week, man. Anyway, Miami over New England 24-17. And then the Monday night doubleheader was straight mid. Saints over Panthers 2017. Browns lose to the Steelers 26-22. Browns lost the game and Chubb and Deshaun Watson. What y'all thinking so far, man? Boy, y'all got quiet on him.
Well, I thought Rick was gonna get it. Well, I think he's kind of I think he's playing good, because the man set out. For anybody to be inactive that long, it's usually
what was a solid 18 months.
Yeah, and then all the mental and all the outside distractions. It seems typically, that messes with you. You're not working now. You kind of laying in bed, you moping, etc. And he just jump right back into the mix like nothing, ever was wrong. And I think he's doing better than Bakerwood.
I think he's gonna get better as the season go on.
I agree.
But I still just feel like they gave us a doubleheader. First of all, let me tell you something. Why the hell would you put both games on within an hour of each other?
Right.
Flipping back and forth. I'm like, bro, this is the NFL. Even when your team is trash, you still have legit fan bases that want to, be content with watching it. Having to flip back and forth was stupid. But real talk.
Yo, please turn this shit off. We don't keep watching this shit.
That's just how I felt about it, bro. I I was not pleased at all with what I was seeing from with those games and the way they was I don't know. It just did not work for me. Separate my shit. I'm gonna treat that like my have my food. Come on, I don't care about that, but I kind of get it now with some folks. They would say, "I don't want this touching that." Don't let my games do that on a Monday.
or at least start it, like when the first game is in the fourth quarter or something, it was
Yeah,
like,
I can handle that.
like, hold on, like this game's on too. Like it started 30 minutes ago, and yeah, that was very difficult. And
It was weird,
upsetting.
bro. It was weird, bro. Anyway, man. All right, so let's go ahead and make these picks, man. We got week 3 in the NFL, and we finna really get it popping now, bro. So I'm gonna holler them out. I need to know who you got for a winner. All right, so Thursday night football, Giants, Niners in Santa Clara, California.
Niners.
1, 2, 3 Niners.
1, 2, 3
Yeah.
Niners.
Yeah, we're gonna roll with that one. All right, Sunday, things get popped off. Cleveland hosting Tennessee. Who we got?
Cleveland.
Jay's thinking.
I'm gonna go with Tennessee on this one.
Jay's thinking, and you know what? I'm with you. I'm going Tennessee on that. Yeah, I'm going with that. They just played a Monday night game and they got to turn around and play. Well, I'm sorry, that's not Thursday, it's Sunday. I still am going with, even though it's a home game for Cleveland, I'm going with Tennessee on this one. I think they just do. Even though I don't trust Tannehill, I think they do.
Right.
Atlanta visits Detroit. I'm going with the D.
Yeah, I think Atlanta get their first loss.
Yeah, Atlanta gonna take that first loss on this one.
Yeah.
I think Detroit's pissed off.
Yeah. They took that unnecessary because again, I thought I had them beating Seattle.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Gino showed up though, man. I was surprised.
I want to say I'm surprised. I mean, I know Gino got it in him, man. It's just it's hit or miss with him. So
yeah,
just be surprised when it hit. God damn it. Now, Gino. Anyway, Saints visit the Packers.
I think Green Bay.
Go, Pack, go.
I think Green Bay. Sorry, John.
I'm not. Go, Pack, go.
I'm sorry too. I think they if they win, they barely win, but I'm gonna go with the Saints.
You know what? Now that I think about it, here's this too. Here's my question mark because he's also on my fantasy team. Aaron Jones.
He pulled a hammy, didn't he?
Huh?
He pulled a hammy, didn't he?
Yes, he did. As of right now, he's questionable.
Oh yeah, bro. I'm gonna tell you that hammy don't play. I don't just heal.
It doesn't. I'm still going to Packers, bro. But boy, that's a because even if he does play coming back from a hamstring, they're not gonna pressure you, bro. You're gonna get a few touches just to make sure you stay warm, keep you active. But I still think the Packers can figure something out. I don't know. Jordan Love is probably turning into another quarterback. We might have all popped to, but we'll need a little more time on that one. 1 o'clock, Miami Gardens, Florida. The Dolphins will be hosting the Denver Broncos. Who we rolling with?
I'm gonna go with Miami.
Miami?
Yeah.
Miami against that Broncos secondary. I think I'm going with Miami as well. I wanna give Denver a shot.
I don't think they got it together enough.
I think this Dolphins offense too hot right now.
Yeah.
Chargers, Vikings in Minnesota.
I don't know what's going on with Justin Herbert.
Something ain't right, bro.
I don't know what's going on with him. I'm gonna go with Minnesota.
I've been trying to get the Chargers a chance, bro, but something ain't right.
They had that game won last week against Tennessee.
Oh, they're not gonna have Eckler either. I'm going to Vikings.
Yeah, I'm going to Vikings.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3 Minnesota. Patriots, Jets in East Rutherford.
Patriots.
The Patriots always own the Jets, just how it is. Going with the Pats.
I'm gonna say Jets, Jets. Let's go. Brees Hall got to get some touches. Feed that man, bro. Run the ball, play defense. Mac Jones sucks. Jets gonna win.
So you think Wilson's better?
No. He's. I think he has enough weapons to overcome. You know what I'm saying? His problems. Like I said, they can run the ball, and he has weapons that you can find a way to make him. You know, some mid to short range throws. But I firmly believe it's still the NFL. I don't care if it's a league or not. Run the ball, play defense. You can win the game. Control the clock.
I don't think they can run the ball against New England, and I tell you, Belichick gonna take all that away from him. You're gonna have to beat him with the arm.
We'll see. They back home too now. If we was in Foxborough, I'd probably go the other way. I think the crowd momentum is gonna help. Bills, Commanders. That sounds
Commanders
weird.
with the upset.
Commanders with the upset. I'm with you. I don't know what the hell going on in Buffalo either.
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen is not looking good right now, bro.
I mean, I always thought he was overrated. He a turnover machine, but I mean, that's another story for another day. He have a lot of turnovers. I know a lot of people talk about Dak and his turnovers. Josh Allen got more turnovers than Dak Prescott.
He does, but he also actually goes deeper in the playoffs than Dak, so miss me with that. Now, I'm sorry. I'm not giving Dak mercy.
For me,
that's as good as it's gonna get for me. Dak, all right.
Man, I think I'm gonna go with the Bills.
I ain't mad at you. I just don't see enough right now. They just don't look. I'm not confident in them right now. I just don't. And I see Washington offense is getting crunk up. Defense is finding real. Like I said, Chase Young came back. You know, the pitch count is going up. I think Washington's gonna be all right, bro. And it's gonna be a home game for them.
I can't disagree with you. I can't disagree, but I'm gonna go with the Bills.
Houston, Jacksonville, in Jacksonville. 1, 2, 3, Jags.
Jags, baby.
Jaguars.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll with that one. Dougie P, don't let me down because I ain't gonna lie to you. CJ Stroud been looking good. But Dougie P, you got to figure out something going on with Sunshine. You gotta get it off and going, bro. Indy visiting Baltimore. I ain't stupid. That's a Ravens win right there.
I agree.
Rich isn't playing?
Nope. Minshew starting.
Baltimore.
Carolina visits Seattle.
Seattle. That rookie going up there in that stadium with the 12th man. That's a lot.
Like you got to travel all the way to the West Coast.
Man, Bryce just looked completely discombobulated in his last game. He looked confused. He looked just out of place, out of sync, out of sorts. And I think that continues. I think that he's more confused going up there, like you said, playing in the 12th man atmosphere. You know, on the other side of the country, all that jet lag on him, etc. I think it's going to be a bad outing.
I'm gonna say this. He's young, but the team in general. I mean, my kinfolk actually plays receiver. Jonathan Mingo, that's my folk, man. And the team as a whole is just young, And I don't think going to face the 12s is going to be, it's going to be a learning experience for everybody. But do I see a win coming? No.
I do like their defense better than Seattle's defense, though.
I can agree with you on that. But I still I'm going Seahawks, bro.
Carolina with the upset.
Bears, Chiefs in Kansas City. 1, 2, 3, KC.
1, 2, 3. Especially after that interview. Oh, they're gonna be all messed up.
Possible trap game.
Could be, but it's in Kansas City.
Dude, no way.
Yeah, and
Kansas City needs that game.
Yeah, and Justin Fields, man, he gonna have to. That switch gonna have to light quick.
And here's the thing: it's not really that much travel. This is a Midwest game, bro. Bears fans gonna show up heavy, but I still I'm going KC on this one. I can't even try to talk myself out of that. Glendale, Arizona, State Farm Stadium. The Arizona Cardinals will host the Dallas Cowboys. 1, 2, 3, Dallas.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Come on, say it, Eagles, man. Yeah. The Eagles fan don't be wanting them mother. Pittsburgh at the Raiders. Now, if this was 1979, 1975, 2023, Pittsburgh at the Raiders in Vegas.
Raiders.
The Raiders. What you say, Jay?
Man, I want to go with the Raiders so bad, but like they starting to kind of remind me of the Saints a little bit, and the reason why, as I say that, is because like every game is a heart attack. It's like, man, like what are they doing? Man, why they gotta keep it so close? Like if he could have just made the play, it's like, oh man, we made this boneheaded error right here. Oh man, in a crucial time, like it's always something, And man, Pittsburgh showed up last week. I was thoroughly impressed with their offense. So I think that Jacobs finds his way this week. So I guess I'm gonna go with the Raiders.
Najee Harris' starting spot is in jeopardy because he has not been effective. He also hasn't got a lot of carries. So no touchdowns, 16 carries for 74 yards should be one game. That's been through 2. Kenny Pickett, Jimmy G, Josh Jacobs versus a split backfield. I'm going with the Raiders. I'm going to Raiders on this one. Here we go. God damn it, Monday night doing it again. 7:15 Eastern. Philadelphia Eagles will be facing the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in Tampa. We know where you at, Rick. What say you, J.E.?
I think Philly will take them out.
I think Philly needs to take them out. Will they? Because problem is that defense ain't look like its normal self.
They had,
and Baker actually has confidence.
It'll take one interception from Baker Mayfield. That'll bring him back down to earth. Because it's like a
I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not picking a Baker over Jalen Hurts. I will not. I don't care what he looking like right now. I'm not picking Baker over Jalen Hurts.
I may like Tampa defense a little better than ours right now.
I ain't mad at that. They road trip to Florida that warm weather because it's gonna be 88 degrees that night.
Yeah.
I think that'll be just what them birds need when birds fly down south. Come on with it, man. 8:15, an hour later. This is stupid. The Rams will be facing the Bengals in Cincinnati for the final game of the week. I'll be honest with you. I don't know who.
That was tough.
Ooh. I want to go Cincinnati. On paper, they look like the obvious choice, but paper don't matter. Who they look like the last 2 weeks, I don't know this team.
Right. I say Joe Burrow bounce back. They get their first win.
If he ready, though. See, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if Joe is healthy. I think he's out there because he wants to be out there, and they can't stop him. But is he ready? I don't know yet. I'm going to roll the dice, and I'm going to say Cincy.
I'm going with the Rams. I don't think Burrow's healthy. I think they're out of sync. Mixon is not playing to the best of his potential, in my opinion.
Oh, this the rematch from the Super Bowl 2 years ago, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm going with the Rams.
We sound reluctant as shit. Hey man, I'm trying to make it make sense, bro. I really am. This just, I don't know, man. Something just don't feel right about this season right now. There's way too many uncertainties.
Yeah,
A lot of bad quarterback play too.
That it is, and we're not used to that.
Yeah.
Because usually bad quarterback play happens as a result of stellar defenses. We don't really just have stellar defenses right now. They just not looking good.
Yeah. There was a lot of movement, both coach-wise and player-wise, and it is just shaking up the entire league.
Well, there you have it, people. These are our picks. You've had our caught our upset predictions. We've had Rick on for another show, man. For a show, we want to thank you for joining us tonight, man, and want to let you know, man. Anytime, brother, you are welcome back, man. How I feel that you first go around?
It was cool, man. I appreciate it. It was good conversation. It's always good to talk about sports, man, and it's good to know y'all doing good, my classmates. So that's always a blessing too.
For sure.
Listen, man. Berg built around here, bro. We gonna hold it down. J.E., you got any final words, bro?
Man, once again, I definitely appreciate it. This is my first podcast type of gig where, I have a segment and I get to talk about sports and things that I like. So I do appreciate it. Very grateful for, the opportunity.
Congratulations again, Jay.
I was jumping to say that. We got to say it right.
I appreciate it because look, as soon as we get off, it's celebration time. You know what I mean? So, I'm gonna get it in before 12. So I go to work a little bug out. It'll be okay.
We ain't tripping, bro. We ain't tripping. One more time for the purple belt.
Rolex wearing. Woo! Diamond ring wearing. Woo! Kiss stealing. Woo! Wheeling dealing. Woo! Limousine ride. Woo! Jet flying. Woo! And I'm having a hard time holding these holidays out. They give me 2 claps and a Ric Flair.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. One time for my man.
Yes,
all right, man. DT, Kels. We held it down for you, bro, as best as we could, man. Got to get y'all back because nobody knows the baseball and the basketball like my two guys right there. These are my specialists, my hitters. You know what I'm saying? Special ops. When they come back, man, it's going to be full cannons of blast. You feel me? Anyway, with that being said, this is the Underground Sports Kings, Land of Trill, where sports and culture collide. By the way, Nas, Magic 3. Just go listen. And if you still haven't, Killer Mike got the album of the year. Not an over-exaggeration at all. Not at all. It ain't even close to me. Anyway, peace to the God, man. Y'all enjoy it. Like, share, follow, all that noise. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. Appreciate the love. We out, man.